back here? Yep, you are.
And Joy is on here right now. She is up next, so please make sure you watch her. If you're not following her or the group or anybody else that's in
Hi everyone. I'm just waiting to get shared in.
Really use your follows, and it's for free, so it's fun. It's fun and free. Here's a little caterpillar body. And then I'm going to make it bigger though. I'm going to add the other dollars to it. And we'll just put a little head on it. And we'll stick it in there, kind of just, you know, like popping up like that or something.
Oh, how cute.
I think it'll be really cute. So I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Again, I'm just folding it like, again, I'm sure there's some great guide to how
Okay. Hey Janice, thank you for sprinkling me in. Hello everyone, I'm Joy and this is Treasures of Joy, and tonight we're with Vintage Country Crafting Friends group, and I think it's Crafter's Choice. So I hope everybody's been having a good time and watched some of the other crafters and enjoyed the crafts. I thought Jenny's was really cute with the dollar bills making a butterfly. That was really sweet. So hi Holly and Dale, and so y'all, I'm gonna do a thrifted piece today. I have this little. This is a grandparent's frame. I just want to show y'all what you can do with something that, I mean, to totally change it. This is a nice little wooden frame, but you know, it's got grandparents and all the things about grandparents on it. So I'm not going to use it like that. We're going to put this cute fairy picture down here. This is a piece of Carte Italiano paper from Decoupage Central, and it's a quad, so it has like 4 designs on it, and I want to use this one down here with the little fairy and the daisies. So the first thing I guess we'll do is tear the paper out. Hi Jennifer and Joanne. Thank you. So I'm going to start with taking this off. We're going to totally change how that frame looks. There won't even be a hint of grandparent on it when we get done. So, but I just want to give y'all something to think about when you see frames and you're like, oh, that's an ugly frame, or I don't need a, you know, whatever, sister's frame or a brother's frame or a dad frame or whatever. You can always make them into whatever you want to. If they have, like, it's kind of like a house. If it has good bones, you can use it again. So, you know. So I thought this one was pretty cool because it had a good bit of space around it for me to do something with. It also has a glass. We can use it or not. I'm going to decoupage this onto a piece of cardboard, so either way. Hey Tracy. So I'm going to take off this one. And I probably don't have to take off that other side, because I think that one will be all right. Let's see if this is, yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so, okay, just to show y'all how frugal I am. This is the back of a mold, you know, the backing that comes with your molds from IOD. So I just, I don't keep mine in their little sleeves or anything. So I just reuse those. So I'm going to decoupage this onto that, and I've already cut it to fit our design or our shape, and we're just going to put it on here, and I'm trying to decide if it's the top or the bottom I want to. I think we'll do this bottom down here. That's where we'll do our little bit of blended.
You've got mail.
Paint. Just so y'all can see what I'm doing here. We're just going to blend that bottom after we get it decoupaged on. Hi, Janet. So since this is white, I'm not even painting it. I'm really being lazy today. Anyway. I was going to do the bottom. Okay. So let's lift this up a little bit. Okay, that'll work. Here's our piece of glass, just so we can see how it's gonna. We don't have to use glass, but you know, it's gonna. That's how it's gonna be. So we're gonna fill in that bottom in a few minutes. But first, we're gonna start working on this, because this is gonna take a little bit to dry. So I'll put that aside. And we're going to take some of this crackle paste. This is Tim Holtz Crackle Paste. It's a textured paste. I love to use it. It does crackle and texture. And you can add paint to it. So we can go ahead and color it however we want to start with. And then we can add a little more color if we want to. So I'm going to start with that much of it, and we're going to leave this wood color. I don't have a problem with some of that showing, and I guess we'll do I kind of want a darkish white, so I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe we'll use a little bit of this Paris gray. Yeah, my helper's right behind me, in case y'all wondered where she was. She's here. Right here. Yeah. You can't get away from her, so. Okay, so I'm going to put a little of this gray in here. It's going to be lighter because, of course, the white is going to lighten it. And this is Castle, which is kind of a beigey, grayish color. So I'm going to use some of it too. That's probably enough. Yeah, she's usually nearby. That's her little place. She has a pillow that she sits on. It came with the chair, and she decided that was her seat. So hopefully this is going to give me the color I want. I don't want a lot of color, but I do want a little. And I don't usually blend it real well because I do like variations in the color. When I'm doing things, I don't like to make them a solid color. So this is what I'm going to do. This is kind of etched into this wood. So it is, you know, kind of bumpy, like it's indented where all the wording is. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go over it, and we're going to make it look like an old chippy frame. And I thought this was a good one to do it on because we want to cover up those words anyway. So it just sort of works out. Hi Sharon, Nora. Did everybody have a good Monday start to your week? Hi Sharon. Now I'm letting some of that wood show. Just like I said, filling in where the words are and making it look like it belongs. Giving it texture. When we dry it, hopefully it's going to crackle all over the place. It usually does. Put some on the sides. We don't want to forget the sides. Just kind of hit and miss on here. I also did some molds. I've got some flowers made up from molds over here in case we want to add any of that. And I have some fabric in case we want to make a bow. So basically I prepared for all the things we could do. Whoops. I'm running out of places to hold this, y'all. Fingerprints now. Okay, I think what I'll do, we'll put some on this top, but we won't finish this part till I get some dry. I'm running out of places to hold it. Okay, I'll see how it's got a lot of texture. There's still some wood showing. We're gonna dry it. Hi, Jenny. Hopefully I can grab it up here in a minute. Okay. I could do it here. Okay. So we're just gonna scoop up some more. Go along this edge here. I'll try to hold it so y'all can see how I just sort of smear it on there. I'm getting some on the inside here. Here. Let's see, I got that. I get this one. Just like that, I used it all up. Always come out just almost perfect. There's not hardly anything left. Okay. Oh, there's one place right there. Let's see if I can. Scrape up just a little bit more. I knew there was a place I had missed. Okay. All right, I think I can set it on here now and just blow it dry.
You've got mail.
Yeah, see, I have some flowers. This is from that the new IOD rooster mold, Chanticleer. Anyway, these are cool, and I thought they would be neat on a frame because they're kind of flat, but they have a lot of design on them. So let me pick them out, and we'll see if we want to use any of them on here. I think I have a few of the Felicity ones too. Y'all, I'm seeing some of these words are popping through here. I'm going to have to mix a little bit more plaster up and go over it again. I didn't think they would do that, but they are sucking down into that. How weird. They are. But it is crackling a lot. Let's put a little bit more of this crackle paste out. Yeah, I can kind of see a few letters poking through there. Maybe you might need to put a sealer on. I don't know. I didn't even think about that they could just kind of go back into that wood. Flatten out. That's what it did. So. See it here. Not all of them, just...
You've got mail.
Every so often. But we'll get rid of it. I might add some plaster instead of just this. I don't know. We'll see. This doesn't do the trick. I probably can't see them, but you can see the right there. I don't know what that word is, but I can see part of it. Here. Do it. If not, we're gonna get out the joint compound. we'll get out the really thick stuff. It has super crackled, so that part is cool. So what is everybody crafting on now? Are y'all doing fall or patriotic? Yeah, if you were with me yesterday, you saw I had to do Christmas. It was cooler today down here, probably, I don't know, in the 80s, because it rained and it was kind of cloudy most of the day. I think this worked. I don't really see any words now. I saw a letter here. Of course, I'm looking for them. I mean, the average person wouldn't be looking for them, but anyway, can y'all see all that crackle and texture? It's super crackly. You still working on your Santa bottle? That is going to be cool. Your head looks really pretty. You did a good job on that. Okay, so we've got some flowers here. Let's see if we want to use some of them maybe in a corner. Let me look at how. All right, she's going to be vertical. So let's just set her right here. So it's going to be like vertical. So I was just thinking maybe down in one corner we might want to do a little something down here. Maybe just a little one there. Or maybe a bit like this one. Go there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we could, let's see, what color do we want to paint that? I guess a whitish and green. Yeah, I just don't know what to do with these. I mean, I like this, but, and I could trim some off of this one, or That one's not bad like that, I guess. See what y'all think. I mean, I'm just thinking if I did them diagonal. Maybe we should just do them in white and antique them. Like just do the whole, like all of this white and this white and antique it so it looks kind of like cameo. Y'all know what I'm saying? You know, kind of like Wedgwood in this color. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and work on getting this fixed. So I need to mix some colors. A little palette here. So we want some gray and brown, I guess. Here's some brown. I don't know if I get any of this out or not. Let's see. Yeah. We might need a little bit of this color. Whoop. Well, that's a lot more than I need. Okay. We don't have very big space to do it in, so there's that. I'll just take this little flat brush here and some water. And we'll start with this gray. We'll start down here. So I'm putting some gray on here, and we're going to put a little bit of this brown with it and try to make that color that's right down at the bottom. That looks pretty good. I'm going to dry this, and then we'll probably need to go over it a little bit more just to get the brush strokes out. What is a jelly plate? Well, do tell. Where am I supposed to see all about that? You know, if you want to learn it, so do I. Really. So we don't have to have this perfect. We just want it to blend so it looks like it belongs and it's all one piece. So, you know, and it does. I'm going to put a few little white flecks of paint on there and we'll have it. See there? white. I thought that was an off-white, but not. Okay, we'll just use this one. Some light on here because we're going to paint those flowers too. I can't believe I'm painting the ivory flowers. I mean, if I'd used the other, they would have been white to start with. Oh, weird. Okay, so I'm just going to continue some of these little specks. Go. There's our little speck, so now it looks like it goes. And I'm going to take this white, clean off this brush, just use the same one. And let's paint this. And then we're going to like antique it so you can see all the design in it. But it'll still be very neutral. Sure you get it right along those edges. Of course, this isn't even, so I'm probably going to heat it up before I stick it down because I don't know any other way to be able to bend it a little bit. Just dry this off. So Lisa doesn't know where they come from, those silicone mats. So how do you make, I mean, I'm not sure I know how you, okay. So you want some kind of jelly paste. And it goes on like a silicone mat. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see here. how do you make the designs? I mean, like, are you gonna use stamps? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to see it. Yeah, you know, I'm visual. I have to see things. Okay, so I went ahead and did this even before I put that antiquing wax on here. I don't know why, but anyway. I think it'll stay down this way. Put your design. Oh yeah. You know, they have, like, over in Europe, like in the castles and stuff, they have these etchings. I mean, they're real, you know, like, they're, I guess they're wooden, they're etchings, but you can put, like, paint on them, and then a piece of paper, and then you, like, roll over it, and it prints that etching onto your paper. I mean, there's, like, really, like, medieval stuff, you know, old things, old, like, how that you can tell because of how they're dressed and all. My sister-in-law did a bunch of them when she was over there many years ago, and they were really cool looking. Like some of King Henry VIII's wives, they were, like, I don't know, she said they were a lot of fun to do. So we're going to put this one here. It's kind of like that. Okay. So let's take this. We're going to take some antiquing wax and get a baby wipe ready. Okay, I'm doing okay on time. So I go down into these deeper areas with it darker. I don't think it'll matter much if I get some of that brown on here. Anyway. Ooh, this is pretty. Yeah. That's really showing the detail in the leaves. I'm not done with this one, but I want y'all to see how it's showing that detail and looking old. So let's just continue. This little brush I'm using is from Essential Stencil. It's like a little, they're called mini stencil brushes, and this is like, at first I thought it was like foam, but it's not. They're little tiny brush hairs, and they do really good getting into little crevices and stuff like this. I've been using them for putting the antiquing on a lot of my projects lately. Because they're small enough and pliable enough to get down in the grooves. Kind of a glue blob. up here. Let's see if I can get this off. It would have been easier if I'd done this before I put it on here, but I thought it might give it a neat effect, even if some of it gets on here. It's just gonna make it look aged. Take this brush here. Just cleaning that. There's a little bit of glue down in there, so I'm going to take some water. Just try to get that out. We don't really want glue blobs. Looks pretty cool. Let's see how it turned out. Hi, Mike. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, we're going to use this one. Wow, this is really forgiving, y'all, because I got some brown stuff on the gray part and it came right off. I think this one came out real good. I think I need to put a little more in that. This one, it's darker on one side. We'll just make this. Just come in with a little bit more of it. The trick is to leave it in the grooves and get it off of the top part. So you might have to do it make a couple of coats of it to get it evened. But okay, so here's our frame. Okay, so let's take our picture. I think it's dry. Do we want to use the glass or no? I'm thinking looking flat would be better. The flat colors. And I am gonna just touch this right here. We just don't want any white to show through. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put this here. I'm gonna keep the glass with it because it could be, you know, you could change it out for something else. These are all the parts that were with it. This is the extra cardboard, and this is the backer. And that might be the problem in not setting that glass down all the way. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, we want to go all the way down in there, so we're just going to trim it off a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about these. These are Dollar Tree scissors. I've already ruined them, so. Nah. Want to get this to go down in there. There we go. And we'll just push that around. And there it is. What do y'all think? Do you think I should put, we could do a bow to go on it. Might need just a little bit more stuff right in here. Some of these edges right in here. That stem was trying to raise up, so I'm just heating it up so I can push it down. This is all down good. You know, I didn't even use hot glue on this. I just used that Tight Bond, quick and thick. Hi, Kim. Okay. We can make a bow and decide if we want to put it on there or not. Here it is. While I get this stuff. I mean, I've got a few minutes if we want to make a bow. take this. So this is some of that painter's cloth. Canvas, like thick stuff. Hey Marie, you made it. I think we'll do 4 loops. This would be the bottom. Well, that's all we're going to get anyway. So that's raggedy. Pretty raggedy, isn't it? Okay, let's do some of this. Okay, so this time I'm doing them a little bit shorter, the loops, than the previous loops. And we'll stop there. And this is just some old lace, very vintage. It's like from the 1940s. Organza lace, if y'all know what that is. It's kind of stiff, but it's like organza, you know, it's thin but kind of starched. So I thought it might be cute for the middle. And we'll just stop there. I think. Just, I don't know if we're going to use it or not. Depends on if I can find a good place to put it. That doesn't look awkward on there. Okay. So I just do one loop on the front, and I kind of smoosh this around some so you can flatten it as much as possible in the middle. So you don't want everything just bunched up there. And I usually make one tie in the middle on the front, and then I go around to the back and make 2 so it's knotted. Then if I'm not going to tie them onto anything, I just trim the twine off. So it's got, you know, just a little tail there. So if we were going to put a bow on here, I guess it would have to go down there, because you wouldn't want to mess up the design where she is. Sometimes I just take all the tails and...
You've got mail.
Yeah. There we go. That is a raggy bow.
You've got mail.
So what do y'all think? Should we put the bow on it? It's kind of cute. Bow or no bow? Turn these off. You aren't seeing. Okay. Well,
You've got mail.
I guess I'll glue it on there. And then that's it. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. The paper is from Decoupage Central. I'm an affiliate. The link will be on my page. And I hope everybody had a great evening and enjoyed the event tonight. And I'll see y'all soon. I'll probably be on tomorrow night, actually. So, everybody have a great evening and a lovely Tuesday. Good night, everybody.